Okay, guys, we have a bit of a Hideous Slots scoop today because we're going to be joined by someone from AvatarUX. A lot of people really excited about that game developer. And as a brief introduction to that, I managed to get myself a bonus on Cherry Pop, a lot of people's favourite AvatarUX game. I've got it up to 12 spins. We're on a €2 stake. Let's hope that we hit something good here. If not, I'm going to be asking Hubert, who's the guest today, to explain why not. Always exciting on Cherry Pop, like when you actually get everything opened up and things start, the multiplier starts progressing at that much higher level. Or when you hit cherries. I don't think I've ever hit cherries all the way across. Certainly not with a huge multiplier, but I have seen some whopping great big wins sent in on this game. Not hitting anything there. You know, the fact that they've got this whole dynamic, the fact that they've got their own sort of framework for the way these games work, and the way that the way that the wins pay, you know, not just on win lines, but you know they're playing every way pays all the way across, and the reels expanding, splitting in two. I really think it makes a unique experience. By the time the multiplier gets up to about 10 or 12, things really start getting exciting. This is, you know, when you consider that this bonus is less than 100x to buy, you can get some really, really good results. Oh, we really wanted a bell on either end there. 2 to go. This is dead spinning me. It's dead spinning me. 22 euros there. We might not even get money back for this one. 2 to go. Not managed to max level it. Last chance. It's a dead one. Come on. Okay, it's gonna be just, yeah, I mean, As far as Cherry Pop bonuses go, that wasn't a fantastic one. I don't mean to put you on the spot, Hubert. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you know, why wasn't that one so good?
Well, what can I say? It happens. It's a roll of fortune, right? But hey, you still made your money back and some extra for additional spins. So
Yeah. The whole sort of pop wins idea, if you like. You know, going back, we spoke a little bit before the start here, and I said, you know, I remember playing the first of your pop games, PopRocks.
Yeah.
So can you give me a little bit of background about like the genesis of the pop idea?
Sure. So yeah, the thing is that when we think about pop win, it was like what we can do to make winning more exciting. The thing is that when you win, it's of course super. This is what we chase, right? So we spin, we land a win, and awesome, we got this. Oh yeah, it's a win. The thing is that in a traditional slot, so to speak, that's it. You win, and you are on to the next spin, and you are done. So this is a little sad, and we are thinking how we can make the winning even more exciting. So the answer was very simple. What if a win can transform into a bigger win, and that win can transform into an even bigger win. And so Pop Win was created. When you win, you get, as you can see right now.
Yeah, as we're watching, as we are seeing now, yeah.
And with each new symbol is a new chance to win. Of course, it doesn't happen all the time, but join it together with the real expansion, with the waste expansion, and basically every win has a great potential to cascade into something really, really big. And we've actually seen that. So even in base game, and especially in free spins, when you were hanging on these last free spins, and these last free spins got absolutely nuts. Like it's going into red spin, into pop, stacking wins like crazy, and turning something that was like, that wasn't a great win into, whoa, this is a huge win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we talked a little bit about, about like user experience, you know, and we talked about your you know, the idea for the name of the company, AvatarUX. It's about user experience, and we also talked, you know, it's interesting hearing you talk about how much you're actually thinking about what the player wants, what the player, you know, because sometimes I think about it, it's not just the winning. The winning's great, but it's also the anticipation of the winning. And I think you've just absolutely nailed it there. You know, it's all, you know, having something hanging on that last spin and you're like, oh my God, if I get this symbol here, and then, you know, 9 times out of 10, maybe, you know, loads more than that. Who knows about the odds?
Yeah, but
it's not going to happen. But when it does,
this is exactly why pop win is superb, because if you don't have pop win mechanics, you even have this last spin. Even if this last spin lands on the richest symbol all the way across, 5 of a kind, right?
Yeah.
It's still going to be a single win. Yeah. But in our game, it can transform into another, and
yeah.
another, and another, and another.
Yeah, it is cool. I mean, like, I do think, you know, I don't know, it's maybe, I mean, you guys have had an incredible year. You know, things obviously, you know, really taking off. We're seeing loads of people coming in and requesting in my live streams. People are asking, can we play this pop game? Can we play this pop game? And, you know, I can see it building. But, you know, a few stand out. Cherry Pop, which is the one that I decided to actually buy the bonus on. And also Bounty Pop. I think Bounty Pop, I'm not quite sure where that came in your release cycle, but Bounty Pop is different there because it's not about expanding the reels to trigger the bonus. You've actually got a bonus symbol to trigger the bonus.
Yes.
Why is that one different?
Well, we are experimenting all the time. So, of course, we have the winning formula, which is the pop win, but we don't want to stagnate. We don't want to just rehash the same game over and over and over again. So we are trying to inject new ideas, new mechanics into our games. And Bounty Pop was a far experiment. We wanted to implement the scatters. We want to see how much we can expand the bonus with the various degree of the wheels. So we have the silver
wheels,
golden wheel. It's like a different kind of chase. So
I love those wheels. I love them.
Yeah, because this is exactly what I'm talking about. The whole core of what we are doing here is chasing the excitement. So we want players to feel that they are going towards somewhere when playing our games, and the wheels are perfect for that because you get this message that you unlock the bronze wheel and now the silver wheel, and you're like, oh, where's the gold?
Exactly. Yeah. And seeing that, you know, I'm not sure how much. One of the things that I love, I mean, I guess you've probably put a lot of time into the way that those wheels spin, you know, because I'm thinking about it, you know, in the buys, and then also thinking about Bounty Pop, the way that wheel spin, to think about moving in, like slowing down, is it going to make it? And then it's just like, you know, I love that. You know, that really, really works well.
Yes. The ardent assets are, of course, extremely important for us. We always try to make our games look absolute best and sound absolute best. And, of course, this also conjoins with the idea of great user experience. So, yes, the spins, how everything clicks, how everything explodes, everything is taken into consideration to grant the maximum excitement and pull you in and want to play more. So, of course, how the wheels functions, that took a lot of time, but we are quite happy with how it looks like.
With regard to like how long, you know, can we talk a little bit about how, you know, I mean, these are all works of art. I'm sure you're really, really proud of them. In terms of like game development, how long is the development for one of these pop games? You know, how long are we talking? You know, from when you maybe have that. Maybe sit down as a team and be like, right, okay, we want to go here next. How long from that moment before it's getting out into the casinos and we're getting to play it?
Sure. So right now it takes about 3 months from concept to finish.
Okay. Okay.
We are trying to speed the process up a little bit, but this is a very well designed cycle when it comes to the production. We know what we are doing. We have our mechanic in place, which is the core component of our games. And from that on, all we have to do is figure out a great theme, some superb mechanics, and put it together.
Yeah, I mean, and also, like, you know, and I say this with the utmost respect for all of the other companies, game providers that are producing, you know, loads of games, generate loads of games. You don't want to be doing too many games, because then maybe you lose some of the. Maybe you're going to lose. Hang on, sorry, my eye's just been turned to Cherry Pop as we've got big expansions.
It's getting there.
It was getting there. Because sometimes I think you know, it's one of the things we talked about. Suddenly, you know, even though it's working great, you don't just want to be reskinning games, just putting new art on them, and it doesn't move forward in a gameplay point of view. I feel that a lot of people get bored with that. You know, what I like about all the pop games, they've all got a little bit of something different, and we're going to see that when we get the PapayaPop, which we're gonna load up in a minute. We are just gonna be playing for everyone watching. We're gonna be playing a demo version of PapayaPop, which is available on your website.
Yes, exactly so. And the thing is that, exactly as you said, and what we mentioned before, is that we already have a great core mechanic, but we don't want to stagnate. So every game we are trying something new. We are tossing something out there and see how it will click, how it will work with our players, how they will respond to it. And of course, like always, we are chasing this ultimate user experience, this next joy.
Yeah, I think that's, and I think that's so important. You know, I often say to people, like, you know, you've got to remember that, you know, we're playing slots. This is not investment. This is not monetary investment. You're buying some fun. It should be entertaining. It should be easy to understand. I think that your games are easy to actually just pick up if you go and put some auto plays on it. After a while, there's a natural learning curve. You'd be like, you know, the way that the symbols appear, it's just like, right, okay, okay, that's joined up now, and then you know, it feels very natural. And so I think you've kind of nailed it there, and I'm sure you're very proud.
Yeah, thank you. And the thing is that exactly why I believe Cherry Pop is our delighted game, because it's a perfect balance of interesting mechanics with simple to understand. So it has no complex like collections, nothing
no.
magical happens. You don't have to remember anything. All you have to do is just chase the next big expansion.
Yeah, and you know, like when I think about other big players, other big companies, other big concepts that have kind of hit like casinos or slots over the last few years. I'm obviously thinking Megaways, Big Time Gaming. You know, that's something which really changed, you know, turned things on its head with regard to casino lobbies. Quite often now, a lot of big casinos will have like a Megaway section. Are we going to be getting to the point 2 years down the line? Is that the idea? Or is there going to be a pop win section?
I believe we already have places where there is a pop win section.
Wow. Okay. You're ahead of me.
we are definitely getting there, yes. And just to clarify, we are not against new mechanics at all. We just want to make sure that they are not impeding the player on their enjoyment of the game. So there will always be new things we would want to try, just in a way to make sure that no one gets confused, frustrated, and irritated in the game, because that's absolutely not what we are aiming to do.
That is a cliche, and sometimes, you know, I've talked to players in the past as well, and I've said, you know, sometimes it can be fun to like sort of fire up a new game and play it and not understand it and still get a big win. But I think that you're losing out there. I think that, you know, it's all about the anticipation. It's all about knowing what you need and then eventually getting it.
Exactly, so, because it's like, from my point of view, for example, because I play Souls of course as well, from my point of view is, even if I get a big win on a game I simply had no idea what happened, it's cool to get a big win, right, big number, but there is no joy there really. It's like, I don't know what happened. It's like putting money on lottery.
It doesn't feel like, in a way, I mean, you can't ever really say that you've earned a big win, because all you're doing is gambling, but, you know, it feels like an achievement, like a sort of, you know, in the same way that, you know, you would get a computer game achievement or something like that for people that like, you know, involved.
For me, it's more like sports. It's like when I'm watching football, I have, of course, zero input on what's going on there, right?
But you're invested.
Exactly. I can still see them running toward the goal and getting this shot. And it's similar here. Once I see the reels expanding, the symbol starting to pop in, and I know that I need this red bell, for example, to get a win, there is this anticipation. I can hope for it to happen. Yeah,
okay. I like that analogy. So basically, Hubert from AvatarUX says that playing AvatarUX games is like watching live football. Playing games from other providers is like listening to the results after the game's finished.
Oh yeah, that's actually sounds very good.
Okay, look, let's go over. Let's fire over to PapayaPop, and you can talk to me a little bit about that. Okay.
Sure. Of course.
Okay, so this is PapayaPop, and it's very Art Deco. It's very Charleston's. It's very. Tell me, Hubert, what's the thinking there? I mean, I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. It's actually my favorite slot from us right now. It's very simple, actually. It was deceptively simple. We were like, okay, so Cherry Pop is successful. We love it. It's great. Let's make another fruit slot. And there was like, okay, but we already have a fruit slot. So we were like, let's make luxurious, glitzy, art deco, fruits.
Oh yeah, these fruits. I mean, like you're gonna have to some of these. Like, you know, I'm not sure, and I don't want to break any language barriers, but like, you know, I'm not even sure what some of these what some of these fruits are. They look very plush. Are they? Are we talking like? I mean, obviously papayas. Is that a kumquat?
Yes, I believe we actually don't have a kumquat. This is a I don't remember even the name. It's like a kiwi mixed with orange.
Yeah, these are exotic fruits. So
We
this
have
is,
dragon fruit, star fruit, dragon fruit.
That's it,
There's
star fruit,
durian here. So there's a lot of exotic fruits. That was exactly the idea. So take the classic fruits, beam, and make it exotic, make it very
oh
posh.
my god, have we actually? How close are we to actually unlocking? Is it just real one here to unlock to actually naturally trigger?
Yes.
That would have been we were very close to actually naturally triggering the free spins there.
Yes, that was great. So yeah, as you mentioned before, the style we've chosen is this gold, glitzy and rich, very art deco. The music is very kinetic and very bouncy. You can basically bop to this game.
Yeah.
So this is great. We worked hard on the music. It came through quite a few iterations before we were satisfied with it, but we really wanted a slot that you can kind of put it in the background, blast the music on full, and have a party.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you know, I'm sure my next door neighbours, when I'm playing this, will probably, you know, I expect them to come round, dressed in full 1920s regalia.
Yeah, raging 20s.
The raging 20s. That's right. Well, maybe this a century late. Maybe this is the slot for the raging 2020s because
Well, I hope people from all generations will be able to enjoy it. Of course, the theme, the style, the looks is one thing that make the game unique across our games, but that was not going to be it. Like we mentioned before, we always try something new. We always try to check some new mechanic and how it clicks. And here we are presenting something very unique and very fun because we are not fans of limitations. So we want to expand rules. We want to give new symbols. We want to give potentially unlimited multipliers as they grow and grow and grow. And this time around, we want to give unlimited free spins.
Yes, I saw that. I was like, unlimited free spins. Okay, this could get interesting.
Yes, unlimited free spins, as the name suggests, can be unlimited.
Yes.
The idea is very simple. We'll start with free spins, and then they go down like regular free spins do. However, every time you land a win, they reset back to free.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. It's extremely simple. It's deceptively simple. But as long as you keep winning at least once per free spins, you can stay in free spins for a long time.
And the fact that you combined that with the increase in multiplier,
Yes,
makes me think, oh, okay.
Yeah, just sitting in free spins, I mean, it would get boring after like 10 or 15, right?
Well, I'm not sure. It's not boring. It's never boring to win money, but yeah, I mean, like...
Yeah, but we can lay more excitement about it, right? And once again, in Papaya, we get a little more because now the multiplier grows by 1 basically every spin. So no matter if you win, no matter if you lose, as long as there is a new spin, you get your multiplier growing by 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's just to touch back on the games before we move forward to this a little more. Are you ever you must get a lot of data back about the games that have been played out and stuff like that. Are there ever you look at experiences like, wow, this person had a crazy run on this game. Like, I can't believe look at this game round.
Yes, actually, we are getting data, as you said, all the time. So today, even we've got someone who magically transformed $1 into 10,000
wow.
in Bounty Pop, if I remember correctly.
Wow. Okay. Yes. I mean, yeah. I'm guessing they got to the gold wheel. And what is the top multiplier? Is it 100x?
Yes.
Yeah, they're hitting that 100x multiplier.
That's exactly what they got.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, yeah, getting $1. You've got a not a bad bonus at the end of the free spins round.
Yes,
you've got 100, and then it goes. You know what? Times that by 100.
Yes, exactly. So that was a very good return, and I am pretty sure that player was quite happy when that happened.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess this is one of the great things about having a successful, a successful game company. Is that you're going to know that there are going to be some people that have these sort of. I mean, 10,000x is. I mean, that's going to make someone's year. That might even make someone's decade. They're certainly not going to forget it.
Yeah, so I can say that definitely it is actually a moment of celebration. Whenever we get this news, we are always rewatching what happened and like, whoa, that was some stroke of luck there.
Yeah, I mean, because that's one of the things. I mean, we're always hoping that people are playing with money that they can afford to lose, and if they can afford to lose, like just say they're. I mean, we don't know, but just say they've put 50 or 100 in for that session, and they end up with 10,000. Imagine how that's that's a great experience and something that they're going to be telling their friends about.
We hope so.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, like, so how does it work out when you're looking at sort of like when you're looking at the I know that you are not heavily involved with the maps. You're more of a we would describe your role as the overall game producer, right? You're not heavily involved with the maths side of it, but when you're sitting down and having the conversations, is there a conversation like, okay, we want people to be able to win, we want them to be able to get up to this sort of win. We want we want this to be a possibility, because all of these things you have to have sort of like ballpark ideas about it. I mean, 10,000x is a huge X, and it's it's getting close to the sorts of levels of volatility which other game providers would sell themselves on, as in, right, our games are super volatile, you can win up to 10,000x. The fact that people are hitting these wins, that's, you can only really be assured that people are going to hit those big wins if the games are popular and getting played, so that's kind of an achievement in itself.
That's true. The thing is that, of course, so when we are discussing math, this is a very important point, and I believe, like everyone in this industry, we are running billions of spins in our simulations to make sure that we know exactly what scenarios can happen and what game can provide. However, of course, this is doubly important when we are working with features that are potentially unlimited, like course, the multiplier that grows forever, now free spins that can continue and continue and continue. But that's okay. The game is made to pay a lot because that's what we want. We want the game to be extremely exciting, to give this tantalizing offer of, okay, play our game and you can get this one X 10,000, right, of your bet. So we are perfectly fine with it. We are happy for it. And unfortunately, of course, the machine is always made in such a way that not everyone can win.
And we all know that. I just have this idea that that people the maths people are looking at, they're like, well, we've made this absolute monster. We have to cage it up because if we don't cap this or something, this could just go on and on and on forever. Like it's crazy.
There is no artificial cap in these features, that's for sure. There is no reason for it. It's when it's all about good math. So when you have energy, it's like tossing a 100 dice. So yes, you have in theory a chance to toss all 100 dice 6 up. This actually can happen, right? But the chance for that are what they are.
Yeah, infinitesimally small, and it's so reassuring to get different people from different companies coming in and reassuring my audience. Because I don't want to seem preachy, but like I've always believed that do you know what I mean? There are so many examples which you can give and just be like, right, okay, yeah, just roll 100 dice at one time, and if you do it enough times, they'll all land on 6 in one go.
Yes,
but
exactly.
It's pretty damn rare, But
yes. But once again, when we do these features that are in potential unlimited, we don't have to artificially cap them in another way. We simply don't. Math and the probability will take care of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Even if someone has amazing luck and their streak lasts for 10, 15 minutes, at some point it will end.
It will end. Yeah. Okay. Like I like the idea of now trying. Let's see if we can get let's actually purchase a feature and have a little bit more of a look at it. And I'm going to try and keep quiet I will do the gambles. Oh, should we start with? Should we start with not doing a gamble? Should we just buy one and not do a gamble on it?
I mean,
And then
to be perfectly honest, the gambling is always exciting.
Okay, yeah, no, okay, you're right. Yeah, you don't need to convince me anymore. I'm gambling. It's only demo money anyway, guys. So, like, you know, we can try
so in Papaya, what you are actually...
It was so close. What are the odds of landing the top one on that? Are there proper odds of landing that top one?
Excuse me?
Are there odds of are there actual odds of landing the gold one out on that?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
cool.
The thing is, okay, so what we are getting on Papaya when we are...
Oh! No. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah, of course. That's kind of the point. The thing is that what we are fighting for here, what we are trying to get...
This is just going to carry on in the background. You just ignore me. You just carry on. Go on.
Okay, sure. So what we are fighting here for, what we are gambling for in Papaya is, of course, not more free spins, because that goes against the idea of unlimited free spins when you always have free. So we did something different. You are trying to get better starting multiplier and starting height. So you can start with more ways already unlocked, because you will enter the free spins with higher wheels from the very beginning. So getting the wheels to unlock is going to be easier.
Yes, that's right. Yes, it's kind of a little bit exponential, isn't it? You know, in as much as okay, so there we go. Starting with ×4 and 6 250 ways. Look, the more symbols that you've got, the more chances for more link ups. The more chance for more unlocks.
And there is one more thing to keep in mind why this is important in our game, because in free spins we always had this rule, at least that's for as I remember, that in free spins we reset the wheels to the height they were already unlocked. So when you start with this height, you are not going to go below it. So
okay, right, yeah.
Great way to start a free spin.
Yeah, it's good, and you know, hopefully, what's the max amount of ways on PapayaPop?
Oh, I don't remember, to be honest. It's huge.
Well, yeah, we will have to have a look. It does go pretty massive. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this is our free spins, and as you can see, there is no number. We don't have a number. We don't need it. We have 3 lights that indicate number of free spins, and exactly what happened.
I was just sitting there thinking, are we now about to start with 3 dead spins? But then all of a sudden, because it then hits, you're back, and you know, it's this constant sort of like, no, we're good.
Yeah, and we win, and back to 3, and this is awesome. This is great. And one more thing that I believe is super cool is when you see each spin we get, the multiplier goes up and up and up. It doesn't care if you win. It doesn't care if you lose. As long as you get a new free spin, the multiplier is getting up. So you can get to some high numbers pretty quickly with these free spins.
Yeah, and like that's one of the things that I've, you know, that's great actually, and that reminds me of one of the things that I love about Megaways games is the fact that you can get a, you know, so on this you could get a little, you could hit a win, and it's not a great win, but then that gives you an extra, you know, that also giving you more spins because that resets your chances. So you know, there's no such thing as like every win is important no matter what the size.
Yes, especially here with the reset. So you just hope for a win because then it gives you this gate to more and more and more.
Yeah, so we got up to ×11 there. I mean, like, what sort of multipliers can you get up to? What is the?
Well, as I said, we don't have artificial cap, so it can go.
It could be anything.
Yes, like in one of our own tests, we managed to get up, if I remember correctly, to ×47.
Crikey. Okay, yeah, that's just crazy, isn't it? That's just nuts.
×47 is pretty cool because it transforms basically any win into a mega win.
Yeah, any win, at that stage. I mean, I like the idea of that. You know, the sort of situations that only you guys really get to see. You know, because they're on the fringes of what's actually very likely to happen.
That's the cool part. Sorry to interrupt, but that's the cool part. Yes, in theory, we are only allowed to see it because we are testing it so extensively. But once in a time, we get this message after the game is released that someone actually hit this kind of super roll. We are like, okay, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and it's great, and like I think that you know, that gives credit to like you guys and other slot developers as well. You know, that happened few months back, I think someone hit a win on a game from Push Gaming called Razor Shark, and they were just like, the developer said, we just didn't think that it would be able to do that. We did all these millions of spins, and we didn't think it'd be able to do that, but it did it, and the guy's getting his money because it did it, and that's the way it works. I like that kind of transparency. People are going to appreciate that.
I believe it's extremely important here. We want to make sure that our players know that the games are there for them, and the wins, the excitement, everything we do is to make sure that they are enjoying what we are making.
Yeah, and I think that kind of sincerity comes through, Hubert, and I know that a lot of people will appreciate you being on here and answering questions from me. Let's see what this one does. Starting on ×4 this time.
Yeah,
6250 ways.
Yeah, so also there's one more thing that maybe we didn't notice before, but as you can see, there's one extra fruit here, the titular papaya, which is our super high, and it appears only during free spins, and it's a super high-paying symbol. Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I mean, so there was me thinking that pineapple during the base. I was like, that looks like a pineapple. I'm not sure that's a papaya, but yeah, the papaya is only here. It only comes out during the free spins, and I'm seeing it now.
And the papaya is pear-shaped, so.
There we go. So, we got maximum unlock now on Reels. That's the Reels maximally expanded, isn't it, on Reels 3, 4, and 5?
Yes. 9 high is the max. Now we only hope to get the first and second.
Well, second has just had a little bit of expansion. They were hit it with queens. And this is all on one spin, by the way, anyone that's wondering. These are all just hitting.
Yeah, that's actually a great example of what we are talking about, why Pop wins is so cool, because you get a win and then it transforms into win after win after win. It starts to farming some really cool wins.
And that's a big win. Just like basically the first two reels haven't been involved there. This
is another thing that I really like about this mechanic myself. So because when you win, you free the space, and in the space the new symbols can appear, so even this first reel still can get engaged.
Yes, I mean, it has. Yeah, which is what's great about the both ways. And now, if we were to drop a dragon fruit on we dropped papayas.
Oh!
That's good. That's good. That's now maximum unlock, isn't it? We got max ways.
Yes, this is the unlock, and the reward for it is that now the multiplier is not going to grow per 1 per spin, but 2 per spin.
Ah, right, okay, cool. So we're now going we're going to go 6, 8, 10. Okay, I like it. That's big.
You can see it very soon because we still have free spins in our unlimited free spins. And
I mean, this would be an amazing setup, wouldn't it? To be actually when this game comes out, I hope I get this sort of. I hope I'm getting a hit like this.
Yeah,
I would be rolling around. I'd be screaming. I'd be like, right, okay, and that's pineapples. Yeah, so I mean,
but it's still going.
Yeah. I'm liking it. And now, I mean, a dragon fruit on one here.
What I really like about this is that it's still going. It's
it did it! It did the dragon fruit.
Yes, it did, and it's it's getting really great. Now you can see the maximum number of ways, which is 118,008, if I remember correctly.
118,000. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. Earlier I was trying to do 9 to the power of 5 in my head, and I was like.
Yeah, that's some numbers that I also need to use an Excel to calculate. So the great thing about it is that we are, of course, doing some amazing respins here with our Pop win mechanic, but we are still having full free spins in the bank. Because
that's right. Yeah, we've still that's right. We can. I mean, all these hits coming on one spin. I mean, but that's that's great about all the Pop games. As you said earlier, you get to the last spin on Cherry Pop, and then all of a sudden it just goes bang, 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 and
suddenly it decides to give you a blessing of endless Pop wins.
Yeah, I mean, here we are. So that it just lost there. We lost a life. But even so, the feature is sitting at one more chance. Come on, hit on times 12. It has just hit. It's just hit.
And it's multiplied by 12 now.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, so yeah, the difference between the last win and this win is that the multiplier has gone up with each of those dead spins.
Yes, and then, look, another amazing thing. Why unlimited free spins are so awesome? Because we won on this last one, and we have 3 again.
Oh right, yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, I forgot we only needed 1 hit. We only needed 1 hit, so now yeah, that's right. We you know.
And the win is a good win.
Oh,
Right.
we just done it again.
That's to 3.
Yeah, that's right. So basically now we're going to get the multiplier up to 24, I guess. Yeah,
And now it's 18. If it's going to drop to 0 spins and then give us a win, yes, we are going to go to 24.
wow. Okay, nice. I mean, yeah, this is huge. This is now, so the feature overall has paid, we're up to 839. That's your dead one, so moving to 20. Another dead one. Come on, 22. Hit. Ah, okay.
Okay.
No, okay, we couldn't hit, but that's nice. We did get up to we got up to times 24. So yeah, I mean, like that. You know, when you said, you know, you got up to like times 47 or something, I was thinking, well, that probably isn't going to happen. But like, I mean, times 24 is.
Yeah, we already got halfway there.
Yeah, I've already got like halfway over. You know, halfway there.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the potential, the great potential of unlimited free spins. That, as the name suggests, only the blessings of the math can stop you from winning here. But otherwise, the multiplier and the free spins can refill as long as the wins come. And this is the great excitement we want to see here. And I'm actually super happy to see you excited about this.
Yeah, look,
this
honestly, I am excited about it
right now.
Yeah, I mean, with regard, before we wrap things up, I want to know, like, we're looking at a September release.
Yes.
Yep. So people will have to wait. I'm not sure when this interview is going to drop, but like people will have to wait till September. But yeah, I'm certainly excited about it. Like it's going to fit into your catalogue of games. I think people that are already a fan are definitely going to be all over this one. But yeah, like really, really good. I'm really looking forward to it.
Sure.
Thank you so much, Hubert, for joining me today. Like you will be. I'll leave a link to AvatarUX's website so that you can get a little bit more information about that. And hopefully we'll get you on again at some point in the future, Hubert, to talk about more of your releases because yeah, you're certainly on the bleeding edge there. You know, when it comes to slot development, a lot of people are really, really excited about these.
I hope so, especially that we really got a bit of luck with that unlimited.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, what a great advert for the game. Like, you know, we decided to play it in demo and we hit a bonus like that, which not only is great financially, or would have been great financially if we were playing real money, but also the excitement. Like, it went on for ages, didn't it? I was like, okay, and then at the end, it's like at the end on that last spin, okay, yeah, we got 3 dead ones, but you know, you weren't in a worse position. You're in the same position that you would have been at the start.
Yes,
you know,
this is exactly the key point I want to make sure here, that in normal free spins you get your last spin and that's it. In this spins, every spin is exactly as powerful, and the last spin can just reset everything and get you back on the horse.
Yeah, the last spin, you know, there's just as much chance of going from, of re-triggering like off that first spin and going up to whatever you're going up as there is on the last spin, you know, which is, I think, so crazy for people to get their heads around. You know, people, hang on.
Yeah, we got an unlock.
Okay, well, we're going to play this out because this just came in.
Yeah, sure, roll it.
I'll just take a normal one because I think it's cool to take a normal one.
Yeah, let's see the difference. So yeah,
see the difference, because I mean that will be sometimes. I mean, because you know, not everyone's going to want to gamble it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, here you're going to start with just two lives, right?
No, we start with 3 always.
Okay, right. Okay,
the only difference here is the starting multiplier, which was ×2, and you surely noticed the game is regular size, so 3x5.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. But I mean, but it still can expand.
Of course, it's going to expand to the max, really, especially if we are going to keep being as lucky as before.
Yeah. Well, look, Hubert, I'm a lucky guy.
That's great, because I see we are already expanded 3 reels.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. That's maximum expansion there, isn't it? Yeah, I mean...
Yes. Now all we need is some chase here.
Yeah, we just need to link up jacks, really. That would be... Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So we are going to reset back. But yeah, nice. I mean, that's not bad. You know, I mean, considering that we didn't gamble that. We didn't gamble at the start. I mean, if that had hooked up with the jack on reel 2, then all of a sudden we're more or less back to where we were on the last one that we gambled to start.
Yeah, but as you said, this came naturally, and it came so quick.
It came so quick after having that. But you know, I wasn't even expecting. I just glanced over. I was looking at you. I glanced back over and realised that we'd actually triggered it. It's fantastic. Yeah, really a big fan, Hubert. Big fan of this. Looking forward to the proper release. We'll be playing it when it comes out. I'm sure lots of people in the probably. If you want to leave questions for Hubert in the comments of this video, I'll be sure to fire them over to him. Yeah, I just want to say thanks ever so much, Hubert, for joining me today and for a little exclusive look at PapayaPop. Thanks for answering my questions.
Yeah, thank you very much. That was quite a lot of fun, and of course, I will be happy to answer all the questions you will get from your fans.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you ever so much. Okay, until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.